Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into some true stories, really unsettling ones.
Yeah, these aren't made up. They're, raw accounts people shared, things you might find online, like from YouTube compilations.
Exactly. And our goal isn't just to retell them, but to
Mm.
kind of unpack why they feel so creepy. What makes them stick with you?
Right. What taps into that unease? Are they just weird coincidences or something else? These stories, because they're personal and kind of unresolved, give us a weird window.
Okay, let's get into this first one. It starts simple enough.
Yeah.
Your friend's out, realizes their phone's gone.
Oh, yeah, that feeling. Total panic. You check everywhere, right? Pockets, table, bathroom, nothing.
So they do the logical thing, borrow a phone, call their own number, and it actually rings.
A bit of hope there. Maybe it just fell somewhere, but then someone answered.
And this is where it gets strange. It's not a voice.
No, it's described as this low, raspy giggle. Just that. Then click, they hang up.
Creepy. They try calling back right away.
Yep. Straight to ringing, no answer. So they figure, okay, it's gone.
But then they get home later.
And the phone, sitting right there on the nightstand, exactly where they left it.
Ugh. So it wasn't lost out there at all.
That's what's so unsettling. The phone was safe at home, but someone, or something, answered it. From inside their apartment.
And then put it back. It messes with your head.
Totally. It's like the violation isn't theft, it's intrusion. And that
Ugh.
giggle, it feels malicious, doesn't it? Like it's laughing at you.
Yeah, like I know something you don't. Right in your own safe space. Okay, wow.
It makes your skin crawl thinking about it.
Right, let's shift. Story 4 takes us to childhood.
Hey.
Waiting for the school bus. Alone.
A familiar scene, but yeah, kind of vulnerable when you're a kid by the road.
And this bus pulls up. But it's
Yeah.
wrong. Wrong color. Driver they don't know.
And crucially, it's empty. No other kids. That's the immediate red flag.
The driver's smiling, waving, get on. But the person telling this felt like this instant bad feeling.
That gut instinct,
Wow.
so important.
Despite the driver pushing, the kid keeps asking the key question. Where are the other kids?
Smart kid. Because the driver's answer is slippery, right? Oh, get him now, just get on. Not really an answer.
The kid just keeps saying no. Stays put.
Good for them. And eventually the driver just shrugs and leaves. Gone.
And then, like, moments later, the real bus shows up. Everything normal.
But imagine telling your parents later. The story mentions they totally freaked out making calls.
Yeah, that reaction tells you how serious it felt.
Absolutely. It plays right into those deep fears, stranger danger, someone in authority being wrong. That kid's instinct was dead on. The empty bus just feels predatory.
It really makes you value that little voice inside, doesn't it?
Definitely. Okay, this next one, it gets much darker. It's about a neighbor. Starts with renting a nice, newly redone apartment.
Sounds good, right? Fresh start. But then,
Mm-hmm.
the neighbor, described as looking way older than 45
Mm-hmm.
and just off.
Yeah. First, it's just noise. Up all night, loud Christian radio. Sounds like she's talking to someone. Annoying, but maybe manageable.
Until the person tries to ask her to keep it down
Mm-hmm.
and they get a look inside her place.
Oh, man. And the description is intense.
Walls covered in painted crosses, different colors, words like Jesus, angels scribbled everywhere, windows painted black.
And the smell.
Yeah.
Damp, old carpets, stained yellow. Dog mess. Cockroaches. But no dog.
Just chaos. And the neighbor's reaction when asked about the noise.
Blank stare. Shuts the door. Turns the radio UP. Total refusal to engage normally.
Okay, that's bad, but then it escalates massively
The break-in. Waking up, seeing a shadow by the bed, thinking it's a dream at first.
until the shadow speaks. It's her, holding something.
And she says, you should lock your doors at night. Then just walks out.
Chills, just chills. That's not burglary, that's psychological
Shit's
terror.
in violation. And it gets worse. The next morning, she's outside the window talking in tongue.
And holding
Yeah.
a plastic bag with her dead, rotting dog inside. The smell hits them.
It's just visceral horror at this point. And then they talk to another neighbor.
To find out she'd break into his place too.
Yeah. He found her hiding behind his couch, just staring at him and his kids.
Yeah.
And she was holding a power drill. Oh my God. So that's probably what she was holding by the bed.
Almost certainly. So they call the police, and the police, they already know her.
Violent schizophrenic, offer meds, but there's a catch.
A huge one. She owns her apartment. So the police can't just go in, can't force meds. Their hands are tied unless she's outside.
That's awful. So they have to wait her out.
They figure out her routine. She goes to 7-Eleven for cigarettes, always around 2 a.m., so they make a plan.
Wait for her to leave, then call 911.
And the police response is immediate. 3 cars, a special van, They're there in minutes.
They restrain her, put her in the van, gone. Just like that.
The person said it felt like she was erased, but the impact, nightmares, feeling watched while sleeping, it lingers.
That feeling of being unsafe in your own home and the system being unable to help until it's a full-blown crisis, that's terrifying.
It really is. The combination of the mental health breakdown, the legal limits, and that direct physical threat. The perfect storm of fear. Okay, wow. Let's move to story number 2. Similar themes of intrusion, maybe more spread out. Night shift industrial area office.
Yeah, isolated. You feel kind of safe just because it's deserted, you know?
Until bam. Huge crash. A big rock through the window.
Out of nowhere. No reason for it, right? Just random violence, it seems.
They call security, obviously feeling freaked out now. Time to leave, run to the car.
Get in, lock the doors, want to get out of there fast. But then...
They notice the car was unlocked when they got in. Weird. They don't remember leaving it that way.
Quick check of the back seat, heart pounding, I bet. Nobody there. Okay, drive home.
Later that night, decides to go meet a friend. Rides their bike.
Different vibe, biking home at night.
Hears someone else on a bike behind them. Pulls over. Let them pass.
And the stranger pedals by, slowly, close, and gives this smile.
Described as just insane. That's the word used.
Just the smile itself is unsettling,
Yeah.
but then after he passes.
The realization hits. Hard. He's riding my mom's bike.
Oh no, that changes everything. It connects the dots in the worst way.
They race home. Check the garage. Mom's bike. Gone.
Confirmation. And then the final creepy detail. Back at the car.
One of the back doors is now standing open. The back left. No reason for it to be open. They just drove it.
Ugh. It's like layers of violation. The rock was random, maybe. The unlocked car, maybe forgetful. But the bike, Mom's bike, that makes it personal, targeted.
It suggests the person wasn't just passing through. They'd been to the house. Knew things.
And the open car door later is like a calling card. I was here again. Links the workplace, the commute, the home. Nowhere feels safe.
That specific connection, the bike.
Yeah.
That's what makes it terrifying. It's not random anymore.
Exactly. Turns general unease into very specific fear.
Okay, last one. This one dials up the isolation. Night shift, campground shack, midnight to 8 a.m. alone.
Deep woods, quiet. Just you and
Yeah.
whatever's out there.
And the guy training him mentions this weird detail. There's a payphone near the shack.
A payphone. Okay, already a bit dated and strange.
And it rings every single night at exactly 4:17 a.m. just once.
4:17 a.m. That precise timing is odd.
The old guy thought it was automated. Some glitch. Never bothered to answer it.
So months go by. Our person doesn't hear it at first. Windows closed, maybe?
But come summer, mid-August, windows open. And there it is. 4.1 a.m. ring.
And the sound is described as weird too, right?
Yeah, like it was submerged in water,
Yeah.
muffled, creaky.
Look at that uncanny quality. Not a normal ring.
So curiosity, maybe dread, builds up. They decide they have to answer it.
I don't know, right? Even if you're scared.
Sets an alarm for like 4.15 higher. Waits by the phone. It rings. They pick up. Nothing. Just dead air. For a whole week, they try this. Saying hello into silence. Feels like someone's there, but not talking.
That silence is almost worse. Your imagination runs wild. And the consistency? 4:17 a.m. every time.
They give up for a month. Maybe try to forget it.
But it probably gnaws at you, that unanswered question.
So October comes. They try again. Alarm set. Wait. Phone rings. Answer. Hello. Hello.
And this time, different.
This time they hear a sound first. Like someone sucking air in hard through gritted teeth.
Oh, that's unsettling. Primal sounding.
Then a voice. Described as rough, like gargled gravel.
And what does it say?
It says their full name. First, middle, and last.
Whoa. Okay, that just cranks the fear up to 11. It knows who you are.
Instantly personal. Terrifyingly so. Their voice just catches. They slam the phone down.
I don't blame them. Shaking, probably.
Yeah. But then they think to dial 69. Trace the call.
And where did it come from?
California.
But they're in Indiana, at the campground.
Exactly. Miles and miles away. How does someone in California call a random payphone in Indiana at 4:17 a.m. every night, know the full name of the person working there, and speak with that voice?
There's no logical explanation, is there? That distance just adds another layer of impossibility and deep strangeness. It's about being known, targeted by something inexplicable and far away.
So we've walked through quite a few deeply unsettling moments here today.
Yeah, definitely. Each one hitting that nerve where the ordinary gets disrupted, right? Strangers, weird events breaking into your personal space, your routine.
That giggle from the nightstand, the fear looking at that empty bus, the absolute horror with that neighbor.
This stranger on your mom's bike, and yeah, that voice on the payphone, they all challenge that feeling of safety we rely on.
They're not just campfire stories, they feel like glitches,
Yeah.
moments that don't fit.
Right. And you try to make sense of them, but sometimes, like with these, you're just left with the creepy feeling, the questions.
Think about that last one again. The payphone. Indiana to California. 4:17 a.m. That voice. Knowing the name.
What connects those points? What's behind that gravelly voice, that silence? It really makes you wonder what else is out there, operating on its own schedule, just outside what we think of as normal, maybe waiting for its moment to make contact.